I would admit that certain amount of deletion, registration has always happened in elections. It's not a new thing. But this is being done on a very different scale, big enough to defeat the will of the people, is a recent exercise by BJP. It's a recent exercise. BJP does mark people house to house. It's not an uncommon knowledge that people who do not live in those houses, some children are working abroad, some people are working or studying in different cities, but their votes are registered in their parent hometown. And BJP does mark them on the basis of its electoral organizational strength and then uses it. But this was a sporadic thing. In a ward, in a mohalla, there may be 5, 10 such houses. So nobody objected, and other parties also, wherever they were strong, they were
So
using
you're
that
saying
to.
that's quite
No, no,
interesting.
I'm telling you, this
Yeah,
is a fact. This is a fact. Sporadic things. You cannot have 100% foolproof system. But
right.
when this change, when this intervention is being done by BJP to the tune of 10% and 15%, in an election, closely fought elections, even a swing of 2%, 3% can result in a major change in the verdict in a state. But BJP is now getting the advantage of 10 to 15% by deletion and addition put together. That is a huge, huge advantage that it is getting. So this took time to be identified. We identified it because in Maharashtra, this election result was completely unexpected. People on the ground in Maharashtra and Haryana did not accept the verdict which was there. The best people were saying that, okay, it will be a very tightly contested election. But we have 17 Lok Sabha MPs and we got 16 MLA. People also know what is the situation on the ground. And when we
So,
listened to those voices, then we started this homework.
right.
Then we
No, but
started the homework.
Gurdeep, but what is interesting, I mean, I'm just trying to take a cue from what you are saying. You said that earlier also it was happening, but not on that level as we see right now. So it's about what is the permissible limit for an electoral fraud. Earlier, what we were seeing were within the permissible limits. Nobody objected to it. Everybody knew that, okay, it's happening, allow this to happen. But now, since it's happening on a much bigger scale and the political party in power is getting an unassailable record of staying in power forever. So, which is why now the political parties have started objecting.
No, this is the wrong way of looking at the data that I presented. When it is happens on a sporadic level, then the political parties, local leadership, local workers are capable enough to tackle it because they also know that such and such house some voter has been registered wrongly. So these things are tackled on a local level. But when it happens on a humongous scale as this, where 10 to 15% voter difference is happening, then the local worker is not equipped to handle it. And that is why this has to be checked by the system. This has to be checked by election commission. So there is not a question, there isn't a question of any permissible limit. Question is, sporadic incidents can be checked by the local workers, but a mass rigging of this scale
Can be
cannot
checked.
be tackled by them. It is election commission's duty to ensure that this mass rigging of voter lists is stopped. This is our point.